Hey guys, it's Jessie here. It's been quite of a heavy day for me today, and I felt waking up today for recording a video, so that's what I'm doing now. After what I experienced today, I even felt more like making a video, so I think that's good. I wanted to talk about the stuff that I have went through the last couple of years, and how it all started and how I'm doing now. Just so you guys know a bit more about me. Maybe as someone who has similar problems as me, or is curious about the problems I have, kind of problems I have. Well, this video is for you. As I've told before, I suffer from anxiety attacks. Anxiety attacks are mainly like, how to explain them? Well, first of all, you don't feel like safe in your own skin. You don't feel comfortable in it. So I constantly, every day, feel like some kind of tension, which is really annoying, just saying. I'm learning to relax now, so that's good. What happens in an anxiety attack is that your breath gets higher, so instead of like from your belly, it comes up higher. You can't stop it. Thoughts run in your head like constantly, especially if you had it before and it went wrong. It goes like, oh my god, it's going wrong again. Oh my god, what do? I don't think I can do this. I have to leave. I have to get out of here. Gotta get out of here fast. Gotta go home. Gotta go safe. That just keeps circling in your mind. You can't try to stop it, but you don't really have control over what your body is doing, because you start shaking, getting dizzy, starting feeling nauseous. I especially get weak in my legs. I'm sitting on the floor, by the way, because... Oh yeah, wait, this is another place. This is the attic, because I feel like I have more privacy here. I can also record when my mom and dad and my sister are home, because I don't really like them hearing me talk about this, I think. I don't really know how to explain, but basically that's the point. Anyways, panic attacks. Yeah, and after that, when you've kind of found your center again, you kind of calm down, it can take a long while until you feel, well, refreshed again, because it takes a lot of energy from you. It takes energy that you usually use for, like, I don't know, running or like exercising, dancing. It just makes you tired physically because of the tensions, and your muscles are just all tensed up and they have to relax again, and emotionally, because, well, it's a panic attack and you're just like, where the heck does this come from? Why did it start? Why now? Why there? What did I do wrong? What went wrong? You know, that kind of questions just circle in your mind when you have... Actually, is my experience. Everything I say here is my experience. So that's basically what happens. And it started for me... Well, it's slowly like sneaked in. When I was 9 or something, I started having like stomach cramps, like really badly. I had a couple of sleepless nights because of that, because I just couldn't sleep because my stomach was hurting so much. After that, I actually was being bullied at the time, because I was quite... how to say this, not fat, because I don't like that word, but I was quite big for a girl my age, and I had glasses, I had braces, I had it all, and my hair was really, really fluffy, I can talk, and yeah, I was bullied because of that. And I also was different from the other girls, because I liked hanging out with guys more. I didn't like Barbies and stuff, and my clothing was just... I can look back on it right now and I was like, what the fuck was I wearing? I mean, don't even ask, but like all colors, like, I don't even know. But apparently I liked it at that time, so... But other people didn't, apparently. And yeah, I was being bullied because of that. I was a really shy girl, so like having speeches in front of this class was really hard for me. I used to have no problems with that. I used to love it, but when I started to get bullied, I got more shy, and yeah, that really became a hard thing to do, especially when I was like 12 and 13. I had to go to a new high school. My best friend went to the same school, but another class, like something lower, and I was the only girl I knew in my class, but I made new friends quickly, so that was awesome. But I still got bullied by the other girls. Yeah, the things that I had, they became worse. I started to become dizzy, I started to become nauseous. That's what it all started with. And my first mentor from the class, like homeroom teacher, she didn't listen to me. She just like, oh, you shouldn't feel like that, you know, you're just being, I don't know, you don't mean it, and it's not real, and basically it just meant like, I don't even freaking care what you have. I'm just like, I still don't like her. She started singing random songs and stuff. But okay, during my third year, everything went quite well. I had some trouble with one of my friends, but that was solved. But it took quite a lot out of me. The fourth year, I was the only one who got from the third to the fourth year, so that was pretty harsh on me. All my friends, well, one of my friends, she moved to Amsterdam. Other friends, she stayed in the third class, and that was really, really hard for me. In the meanwhile, I started to get more anxious. I noticed I needed a bit more like peace and quiet than I usually did. And then when the fourth year started, I was kind of alone in the class. But fortunately, I met someone else who came like 2 days late because she went on a vacation, and her and I just clicked. So I was really happy with that. But still, even when that happened, somehow I started to get the feeling that I couldn't shake. I just couldn't shake it. I started to get hyperventilations out of nowhere. The feeling I had to go out of the classroom. And they kept going and going. I was getting bullied because of that. Before that, I also got bullied because of my stomach ache and my dizziness and nauseousness. And I stayed a lot at home because of that, and I was getting bullied for that, which doesn't make any sense to me right now. And I'm just like, I don't even care anymore. But yeah, it started getting worse. Hyperventilations. Usually I just walked around the school with like this plastic bag, trying to keep myself calm. And it became at a point that I couldn't even sit in class anymore. I actually had to leave the class. I've been like in a study room for a while, but I couldn't even do that anymore. I've been into the principal's office and studied there, but I couldn't do that anymore. And of course, you're just like, oh my god, you have to do something about it. So we tried. We went to my first psychologist. She just went like, she has to keep going to school. Just keep pulling her out of bed and push her to school. And I was like, what is that going to do for me? But okay, we did it. And it just went from bad to worse. So that didn't help at all for me. It might help for other people, but it didn't help for me. So at the point that I could only sit outside, not even go inside the school, we were just like, okay, this is not going to work out. And we went to the other psychologist, well, to another psychologist, and she was like, okay, you gotta calm down more, relax more. Relaxing is the main point right now. So I stopped school. of course the government is like, what is happening over there? This girl just stopped school without a reason. And I mean, I was still capable of learning, and there was nothing wrong with me at that point, because I could still go out and have fun. So I went to a lot of musicals in that time. I can't not lie, but I still felt really, really bad, because I just didn't understand where it came from. It was just there. You also start wondering, why me? Why is this happening to me? And as it continues, you start wondering that more, because it only gets worse. It only got worse for me. It doesn't mean that it will get worse for anyone else. It's just, it got worse for me personally. And at a given time, I couldn't even go to the musicals anymore. Couldn't even like ride a bike anymore because of the feelings that I was having. And for one moment it actually went better. I got out more, I did more stuff, and the psychologists were like, okay, I think this is going the right way, so if you just keep continuing like this, I don't think we don't need to make an appointment anymore. So I stopped there. It went good for a while, but then I fell down again. I got to another school, because I tried that. I tried another school with my best friends who graduated in that year. It went well for like 2 months maybe. Like the first day was really hard for me. It was quite a while, quite a bike ride away, and it's really hard for me to think like this happened then, this happened then, this happened then, this happened then, because there's just so much that happened in this I don't know. When did it start? When I was 11 years, so more than a half of my life, that I just poof, I don't even know it anymore. But these are the main things that happened. The first day was hard. Like, it was really busy in the hall where you had to meet in. I got a panic attack again, so I went to the teachers outside of the thing, and they helped to calm me down, and I really wanted to get home, but they were like, okay, come on, you can just try. So I was like, I don't know if I can, but okay. So I just went to the class, and nobody looked at me funny when I walked into class late. Everyone just, I don't know, I was not used to that, but being looked at funny, because I was used to that, because in high school they were just like, oh, who's this girl walking into a class? She's not a classmate anymore. And it's like, childish. And well, it did hurt me at the moment, but now when I think back on that, and I'm just like, it doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. But okay. But yeah, it went well, and they understood my problems, and we were really open with each other. We understood each other's problems, and I really liked the group, and I started to open up more. I had fun with like drama classes, and I even sang with them on the school camp, which I don't do ever. It's really hard for me to like live sing, to sing live with someone. It's different when you record it, okay? Different. But if you sing it live, that's just like, ooh, creepy. But I did it because I felt comfortable with them, and they were being nice to me, and everyone was just, we were all one big happy family. That vacation, like the autumn vacation, we have that. I don't know if you guys have that. I don't know. We have it because well, I know the origins, but I'm not going to tell you because that's not what it is about. I went to Paris with my dad, my two from my family out from Canada, my aunt and uncle, and my sister. And we went to Paris, which was totally beautiful. It was the first time I've been there. It's amazing. I love Paris. And I'm jumping from the subjects again, go me. yeah, and it went pretty well there. I mean, I had trouble with the tram. I had to just sit still and not do anything and listen to music, and then everything was fine. But yeah, the last night it was pretty hard for me because I was feeling nauseous and stuff, so I just went to bed early. I actually survived the night because I don't even know how I did that back then, looking back on it. But I did it because I could stay calm. Right now I couldn't. I can't. I just can't. But I'm working on it. But I got back from vacation and I went back to school, and I was just really, really, really tired. And out of nowhere, those panic attacks started coming up again, even if I hadn't had them for quite a while. So it was just really weird for me. I'm like, this is a good environment for me. I mean, everything good has happened here. I have good memories to this place, but still it happens. So it didn't actually make sense to me because it usually be triggered by, we thought it was triggered by the bullying, but somehow it just came back again, even though I wasn't being bullied in that year. Well, for 2 months. Yeah, so I quit school again, which felt really hard for me. So I felt down into the void even more. I couldn't go to musicals anymore. I couldn't go to the zoo anymore. I couldn't even go to the cinema anymore. It was really hard on me. I still did stuff, but it wasn't like how you guys go to the movie, like la 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 la, okay, movie. It was more like, okay, this is the movie theater. Let's go watch the movie, but when it's done, I'm going home. You know, it was constantly just paying attention to it because it was actually starting to ruin my life. So I've been home for quite a while, like not working because I couldn't be, well, it was hard for me to go from an hour schedule because I couldn't actually say when something was going to happen, like I felt bad or something. And it's pretty hard to find a working place where you just can go home whenever you want to, or whenever you need to in this situation. So yeah, I had no work. I worked with my father though. He has a computer business stuff, so I helped setting up computers and stuff. It was pretty fun. Yeah, one day I had dancing lessons and I had singing lessons. It just started to go badly again because I couldn't go to the dancing lesson. I mean, I went there, but I couldn't get myself to calm down. This was when I think I was 17. Yeah, 17 maybe. And I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting a lot of things because I've had another psychologist then. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm now with my 7th psychologist, and finally it clicks. Like with my 5th, it also clicked, but she couldn't help me because I really needed support on a daily basis, and she couldn't provide that for me. The 6th one I also clicked with, and she actually helped me with going outside again, but I'm going to talk about that now, how that happened. We have a vacation house in Zealand. Oh, yeah, kinda there. And we actually go there quite a lot. Well, we used to go there quite a lot. But one time I wasn't feeling so well, and it was right after I got back from a dancing lesson, like all panicked, and from a singing lesson, which actually went really well, but when on my way home I just started to get like a panic attack out of nowhere. You get like tunnel vision, which is really weird. You go like this. I don't know if this looks like it, but you mainly can just focus on one spot, and everything starts closing in on you. It was really weird, so I just quickly went zoom home. I actually got sick that night, so I think it was more because I was getting sick, but it still did stop for me. And then we went to Zealand's, and I was in a car, and I was like, okay, I can do this. It will go away, you know. I sometimes get in the car not feeling well, and then when we are like 2 kilometers away, it just stops. But this time it just didn't stop. We were at a gas pump, and I noticed it just didn't go away, and I was like, okay, maybe this is just a bit worse, but it will go away eventually. So I was just like, okay, let's just go, let's just drive. And when we got like kind of halfway, I just couldn't take it anymore. We stopped at the gas station, and I just let my window down to just get some fresh air and try to calm down. And I was like, Mom, I really can't do this anymore, because I was with my mom, and my dad and my sister were like getting my grandma and my grandpa to go to Zealand with us. And I said, Mom, I really can't do this anymore. I couldn't keep myself calm. It just kept going and going. This is pretty much a really big thing in my life, because it has left me with a lot of scars. It's really hard for me to talk about this without feeling tension. I actually feel a lot of tension right now. But okay, it's important to tell this, because that was really like... And she was like, okay, let's go to the next gas station, which is like 5 kilometers... Do you know how hard it is to say that in English? Kilometers away. And so I was like, Mom, I don't think I can do that. But she just kept pushing me, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. So I went there, and I actually said, Mom, this is not going to work. I actually didn't say anything. So she parked the car. I got out of the car, and I immediately just sank to the ground. I couldn't even stand on my own feet. It was really, really bad. I never had it that bad before, so I was really scared at the moment as well, because I was like, oh my god, I never had it this worse. What is happening? I can't keep myself like calm. Usually I could keep myself calm to such a degree that everything went, well, not really smoothly, but good. But now I really couldn't keep myself calm, and like, Mom, I really can't do this. I really can't do this. I like walked back and forth, which usually works for me to get calm, but it just didn't work. Even people came up to me like saying, are you okay? What's going on? You know? And now my mom called my dad, and we're like, yeah, I don't think we can make it we can go anymore. My mom actually wanted to go to Zealand, but I actually was like, why would you even do that? Because that means I have to go back as well, and that's going to take a lot out of me. So we went back, and the whole way back, I couldn't keep myself calm. I was constantly being calm, panic, calm, panic, calm, panic, calm, panic, constantly. Because I just couldn't find the balance in there. It was just gone, like poof. So I got home, I laid down on the couch for like half an hour, because I had there was so much energy that was just drained from my body. And that's when the worst period of my life started. That was pretty much the tilting point. First I woke up, well, I started playing video games, which is good. I love playing video games, because I was like, I need to distract myself from this horrible feeling that I'm having, because I was constantly shaking like this, constantly like with tension. And is my coat still right? And yeah, I was kind of sick the entire day. I was nauseous. I was actually just really, really feeling sick, like you have the flu or something. But I never had the flu, I never had the flu. I don't want to get the flu. But I couldn't walk, I was just in bed from like, I don't know, dinner time till like noonish. I just couldn't do anything. All I could do was lay in my bed and feel horrible and horrible and horrible. Those nights were the worst. I think I've had it like a week maybe, Oh, it was horrible. I don't want to think back on it. But after that, I was just like, okay, my body started to calm down a bit more. And I could actually do stuff, but I was not hungry at all. I haven't eaten like 2 days because my mom and dad just kept pushing me like, okay, you have to go eat again, or else everything will go wrong. And if it wasn't for them pushing me that I had to eat, I think it would have really gone wrong. And I started eating again, like, you know, just a banana, or like, I don't know if you guys have this, but it's like breakers, which is like yogurt with like strawberry and nuts, and I don't even know, but just little meals. And eventually I could eat again, but I was in such a state that I couldn't even look at the front door because I felt nauseous just looking at it. I couldn't go out the front door. I couldn't even walk the dog. It was really hard for me, but I kept pushing myself because I'm like, I don't want to live like this. This is not living. This is just like being a zombie, and I don't want to be a zombie. So I just pushed myself to go out more and like take every day step by step, even though how hard it was. That's when I got my 5th psychologist, the one that couldn't really help me, but she helped me like go out a bit more. We actually went to our village a bit, like 2 times, but I still can do it now, like without feeling a lot of tension. Then she was like, oh, I can't help you anymore, but actually I went around a bit more. I couldn't do grocery shopping yet. Actually, the first time I went was with my 5th psychologist, and it was more like to prove a point. Because I was just feeling angry now, because she was like, yeah, you can do this, and then I was like, I was getting angry, you know? I think she was just trying to get the fighting spirit out of me, and that worked. That the technique worked. And oh, my back hurts from sitting on the ground. And I actually did it. I just went to get one little thing, which was really hard for me because I also had to wait in line. But I got it, and I did it. And now I can actually do long grocery shopping. Not alone yet, but actually alone I can get like the fast little things, you know, like just a bit of rice. So my camera just stopped for no reason. Ah! But, okay. My camera just stopped for no reason, and I'm just like, I don't even know. When people look at me, they're not like, oh my god, you have this, and I can actually see you having this, and this, and this. No, they're just like, I'm a normal kid. But, I'm not quite normal. I mean, I can't work, I can't go to school, even though I want to, I really do, but I just can't. And there's more than meets the eye. For everyone. Everyone. And I guess I just want everyone to not give up hope, whatever happens. Because hope is something you can only give yourself. You can only... This life, you really have to fight. And it's going to be worth it in a long while. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm really sure of it, actually. It's going to be worth it. Even though it sometimes doesn't feel like it. I've had that before. I'm just like, I don't even... No. I still have those moments. Actually, I've had that quite recently. But life is worth living. That's just something I want you guys to know. I don't know what you're going through at the moment, or what someone else that's close to you is going through, but everything will be okay. Everything will turn out to be okay, even if it doesn't seem okay at the moment, or maybe even later. You're going to be okay. You just have to be strong. even though it's hard sometimes. Have a little faith. Have hope. And don't be afraid to dream, please. Please. Come on, we don't want all those serious people around. Come on, right? Right? Okay, I'm just starting to blabber right now. I don't really know anymore what I want to say. I think I've made my point. So, yeah, thanks for watching. If you're still watching this, you can give me a private message and I'll send you a cookie. No, I'm kidding. You can send me private messages though. That's totally fine. And you can say, I watched it all, I want a cookie. You won't get any though. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. So, bye!